Welcome back to the Snack Rack, everybody. Today, we're going on a field trip.
Oh yeah.
Or at least our taste buds are. If you know what Yami Bai is, or you read the title of the video, you might know what we're doing today, but we're actually doing a little bit of a special. This week is going to be a special.
Yes.
And we're trying snacks from Japan.
Yes, and the great thing about Yami Bai, and also, I think it's obvious because we only have like 30 subscribers, which thank you for that, by the way. So I think it's very obviously apparent that we are not sponsored by Yami Bai. But the service that they offer is honestly really cool. You can get snacks and beauty products from Japan. You can get them from also China and Korea. Pretty much they're like an Asian grocery store on the internet, and you can have them shipped to your house. And you know, I think the idea of it is awesome because it gives Japanese and Chinese and Korean people that maybe have just moved here, you know, a little bit of taste of home. They can just go on their computer and order it. And also it gives people like Kurt and I the experience to really try the, you know, the culture and just see how different the world is outside of the United States as far as snacks go. So we're really appreciative of what they were able to do for us. And we're really excited to do our Japan week here on the Snack Rack.
And I don't think I've ever made it apparent on this show in particular, but if you know me personally, I am a bit of a weeaboo. I like the anime. I like Japan. I wouldn't say I'm like legitimately a weeaboo, but I do like Japan. I think the culture's nice, and I am never really had any of their food per se. And I'm really excited to try some because I know we got some weird stuff coming up.
Yeah. I'm not like into anime, and I wouldn't call myself a weeaboo, but me personally, I'm really fascinated by Japanese culture because I'm a huge car guy myself, and you know, there's a huge JDM scene here in America of Japanese imports, and I love some of the cars that get imported over here, like the Skylines, and I'm not going to go too far into it because, you know,
we
you
could
guys
go
don't
on
want
and
to see
on
it.
about
We could
the
go on
cars.
and on about the cars.
They made some nice cars.
Yeah. No, we're really excited to try the snacks today, and today we're doing sort of chips and cookies, I would say.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. We just kind of went on the website and we just looked for like interesting stuff, and then after we found stuff, we were kind of like, okay, these ones go together.
Yeah,
And
these sort of fit together.
Unlike a normal video where we specifically find one interesting thing and then we find two other things that are like it, in this one we just found things and we're like, these ones go best together.
Yeah.
And in this one, it worked out pretty well because it's chips and cookies.
Yeah. So, Kurt, should I unveil the products that we are going to be reviewing?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, you didn't knock the light over.
Thank God.
So, like we said, it's chips and cookies. It's interesting that chips come in a sleeve like this. It's like Pringles, but not Pringles.
In Fast and Furious 3, Tokyo Drift, the one guy, Han, he's constantly eating from a bag of chips. Do they not have bags of chips there? Are they all like this? I don't think that's the case, but if so,
That'd be an interesting flaw in the movie.
Flaw, yeah.
And it's definitely the only flaw in the movie.
I love Tokyo Drift.
I like Tokyo Drift. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
But we actually got these chips because we noticed they have very interesting flavors.
Yes.
And this flavor here is potato soup flavor. Which we thought was so strange that they have a potato soup flavored potato chip.
Yeah. I'm really excited to try it.
I wonder, because you'd think it would just taste like a potato chip.
Next up, we have the Koala March, which I guess is also sold here in America, because this one is like fully westernized, like full English. And also it has American nutritional facts.
Yeah,
which
this one
these
does not.
don't. These are all like, they all have like Japanese on
I
them.
don't think there's any English on this other than the label.
Whereas this is all English, like there's no Japanese on it at all.
That's weird. There's not a single bit of Japanese on here at all.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, and it even says Los Angeles on here. So this must be like an Americanized.
But I bet it tastes the same.
I'm sure it's the same snack, but this is probably like from America.
This is a big snack in Japan, and I've never like seen it in Walmart, so I'm really excited to try it.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I know a lot of people have heard of it. I know it's popular in America, but we've never had it. I've never actually seen it before we were looking into this, and then we realized that it's actually a very popular thing in America.
Yeah.
I'd say this is probably like, if you asked most Americans about Japanese snacks and they knew one, it would probably be this.
Yeah, it'd probably be this one.
But then lastly, we're bringing it back to the chips. This is a Demon Slayer sponsored chip, which I'm a big fan of Demon Slayer. If you don't watch anime, I would recommend Demon Slayer. This is grilled fish flavored.
over there, it's normal and it makes sense because they're just pretty much a big island, and fishing is huge.
They love fish.
Yeah, fishing is huge in Japan. It's not quite as big, of a deal here.
In Northwest Ohio.
In Northwest Ohio.
I just have to say, I really love Japan for a few things, but this one they're the same brand. This one has the little teddy bear on here.
Yep.
Japan, I don't know if you know this, Chris. Japan has mascots for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally,
It's crazy.
there'll be like a bridge over a river. There's a mascot for it. Like trains, they have mascots. And they...
Which I'm not complaining about. That's freaking cool.
I really like it. But they dressed the mascot up
Yeah.
like the character.
Yeah, that's awesome. Honestly.
And I really liked this, the way that they did this crossover thing with Demon Slayer and this brand.
Yeah.
Each flavor is a different character from the show. And I wanted to get a character that I knew and recognized, knew and liked. I recognize this person, but I don't really, they're not in the show that much. But unfortunately, this was a much more interesting flavor. So we went with this. But it doesn't make sense because this guy's like a snake guy and it's grilled fish. That's so cool.
That is, yeah.
They're like little Pringles.
Yeah, obviously at some point these came from Japan, but honestly they did not come too hard. Like these are really bad here, but like minimal damage for how far they came. So again, it's not perfect, but I mean, what more can you expect when it's getting shipped halfway from across
They're about
the
as
world?
good as Pringles you'd get in the store.
Yeah, that's true. That's honestly awesome. They're like miniature Pringles.
I really like the look of that.
Yeah.
They look so cool.
And it also smells really good.
It does smell good.
We've talked about this before. I'm not a huge fan of potatoes.
Yeah, we had that argument once before. But they kind of smell like just regular Pringles.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. They
Maybe
look
these
like
are just
Pringles.
like miniature Pringles.
That'd be funny if they just tasted like Pringles.
Yeah. I wouldn't complain. It'd be awesome. I mean, I complain about them coming halfway across the world just for them to taste like miniature Pringles.
That's
but
true.
I wouldn't complain if they were miniature Pringles.
Let's just try them.
Yeah. Wow.
It really is like a potato-flavored potato chip.
It is. But you know what? It's really good. It's like a miniature Pringle with like 3 times the flavor.
Pringles and potatoes in general don't have a lot of flavor, but somehow they made this taste like more like a potato.
Yeah.
But it's like, how did you make it taste like... It just tastes like more potato.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's like a quarter of the size.
But it
and
has like
it's-
4 times the flavor.
Oh, yeah. It's incredible.
And leave it to Japan to make a potato chip that tastes more like a potato chip.
And it's so much smaller.
I am just blown away by
Yeah.
this.
I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of this.
Yeah. It's funny how much it tastes like a Pringle, but how much it doesn't taste like a Pringle.
You're right. It hit my taste buds and I was like, oh, this is just a Pringle. It's like, holy shit, this is way more than just a Pringle.
Yeah. It's like eating a whole pack of Pringles in a single chip. I feel like most chips, to get more flavor, you have to change the flavor and like really pump in a different flavor.
Yeah, or make the chip bigger itself.
Yeah, but somehow they made this just have more flavor.
It's incredible.
I really like it. I wish Pringles tasted like this.
Yeah.
I mean, they're smaller, so we haven't eaten a lot.
Yeah.
But Pringles usually leave like kind of like a rough feeling in your mouth. I'm not getting it with these.
Yeah. Also, look at how little of dust is on our fingers. Like, it's not perfect, but it's a clean snack.
It's a fairly clean snack. I was kind of like, after eating some, I thought like, oh, there must be some stuff on my finger. I'm like, not really, no.
Yeah. I love the sleeve. The sleeve is just so convenient.
I think that's really cool too. I like the little tray that you pull out. I like the packaging. I like the design. I'm even more interested in the grilled fish now because we bought the grilled fish thinking like, oh, that's going to be like so weird and gross. But with how good these are, they might be able to pull off a grilled fish.
Honestly, yeah, I agree.
Well, I guess normally this is the point where I would ask you, would you buy this again? But unfortunately, you can't just go to the store and buy this. You have to go halfway across the world and buy it, or get somebody to send it to you from halfway across the world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an awkward thing to say, would you buy this again?
I think with how much of a hassle these are, I wouldn't say all the time, but here and there, I would order these because I think, we hope to have more, not like right after this, but we hope to have more like Japan weeks or China weeks or Korea weeks. Honestly, I think every time we order something off of Yami Buy now, I'm going to order like a few packs of these.
I was going to say pretty much a similar thing.
Yeah.
That these things are really good, and it's something that I would be willing to buy from somewhere else. Like, there's a lot of things that we go to Walmart and we get, and I'm like, I probably wouldn't even go to Walmart to get it.
Yeah.
This thing, I would get it sent to me from halfway across the world because it's still pretty good. And it's like, I'd rather eat this than a Pringle.
Same.
If this was in the store,
I
would get this.
I would get this over the Pringles.
If this thing was over a pile of broken glass, I would get this thing before I'd get the Pringle.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's in Japan.
Yeah.
That wasn't a diss against Japan.
If I ever visit Japan, I'm going to look for these.
I was literally about to say the exact same thing I was about to say if I ever go to Japan, which I'd love to someday. It seems like a beautiful country.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Whoever made this, whatever company it is, I'm sorry, I can't read.
It says bourbon potato chips on the side, but on here, all I can really make it. Hold on, it says Pucci potato consomme. I don't really know. I can read a little bit of Japanese, but I don't really know Japanese. So
I hate to say it, if this company started selling these in America, it probably wouldn't sell well unless they made them bigger. And honestly, probably took away some of the flavor, because I bet somebody would go, oh, it's too sweet, or some bullshit. Unfortunately, here in America, we have to have everything in huge proportions. This is so good, and it's so small. Honestly, I feel like I could eat a sleeve of this and feel good about myself. Like you eat a bag of potato chips and you feel like you ate a bag of potato chips. These, I don't think you feel that way.
I didn't even think about it when we were talking about like, oh, these are so small. But I'm so used to living in America because, you know, we've lived in America our whole life. We're American. I forget that American foods are huge. Well, American everything is just huge proportions. In other countries, they do a lot smaller proportions, which probably makes more sense. But in Japan, this is probably like, if they saw like an American potato chip, they'd be like, what the heck? That's a huge potato chip.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, this makes sense. Like, they're nice, small potato chips. You buy this little thing, that's your snack.
Yeah.
In America, you buy a big, huge bag of big potato chips.
Family-sized potato chips, and that's your snack.
Yeah, and hopefully you don't eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might. But, you know, you're supposed to eat it over a long period of time, or you're supposed to, and, you know, it's a lot of food. Whereas this thing, they're like, here's your snack.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not like you take it home. It's not like you keep it for a while. You eat this thing and you're done. And it's not like a heavy snack. It's a nice little snack.
Honestly, really like the tray style. Again, it's really hard to say whether or not I buy this again, just because of how complicated it is. But guarantee you, next Yami buy order we do, I'm going to I'll probably even try a few different flavors. I'll get this, probably get a few of them too. It is really good.
These are really tasty.
Yeah. And if you're going to do something like we did and, get a bunch of snacks from Japan, definitely try these chips. They're amazing.
100% recommend these. And we recommend this if you want to try out some Japanese snacks.
Absolutely.
These things are really good. Like, genuinely good snacks. And I wish they were sold in America.
Yeah.
Because they're good.
So next up, we've got the Koala March. Whoa.
You can see identity on the bottom of the box and use this message card. Go to bottom of box. There's nothing on the bottom of the box. Oh, you open the bottom. Okay, so after... Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me... Wait. How do you get this open? It's not... Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
This is kind of a complicated... There's so many instructions.
Whoa. It's in a bag.
There's a little bag.
Oh, there's nothing at the bottom, though.
You lying bitch.
Who is this koala? You can see the identity on the bottom of the box and use this message card. Oh!
Oh, okay. Comes off.
There we go. Yeah.
Cut out and write by the permanent marker. Oh, okay. That's actually... Okay, it took us a long time to figure that. It took a lot longer than I'd like to admit for us to figure this out. But that's pretty neat. So at the bottom of the box, you got to open up the bottom, and then there's a little card underneath it, and I guess there's like different koalas. This is made koala.
Yeah.
And then you can write a little message on here and then give it to somebody.
Aww.
And it's like a little card.
Yeah.
That's neat. I like that.
Yeah, we should write one that says "fuck you" and send it to Nick.
Well, we kind of destroyed the box at their own request.
No, I'm not complaining. That's a lot smaller than I was expecting them to be.
That's not what I thought they looked like. They're like very 3D and like it's like a very detailed drawing on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect compared to what's on the box, but it's not terribly far off.
Well, it's almost like ink or something that they put on there, which I'm assuming it's not ink.
It smells
Wow.
great. Look at that little guy.
You know what this kind of smells like?
What's that?
The Little Debbie's strawberry shortcakes.
Well, let's hope they don't taste like the Little Debbie strawberry shortcake.
I really like, because they're like different designs. It's like animal crackers, but like cooler.
But like filled,
And filled, yeah. They probably taste better.
Yeah.
These are really cool.
Yeah.
So let's just eat them.
Yeah. I think how you described how they were going to be is pretty much exactly right. It's a 3D animal cracker, just something's in the middle.
It was really weird. For a second, it was like, oh, there's an aftertaste, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Well, it was weird because I was chewing on it, and then the strawberry hit.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
But then, like, a little bit after that, I felt something like a weird, like, kind of gross taste showing up, and I was like, what? And then it was gone. I'm like, okay, I guess. Never mind. Yo, this one's got an umbrella.
this one's on a surfboard or snowboard. Yeah, that's a snowboard because you got a little winter hat on.
Yo.
I honestly love the designs on these. These are awesome.
I think it's really fun and cute. And oh, look, there's two of them. It's a little
Aw.
couple. I like how they all use the same design because it's like this 4-point and then it's got this little bump on the one side. And then it just orients it a different way depending on what design they're putting on it. I think that's really clever, and it's also smart for the production.
I really like these little guys. If I saw these in the store next to the animal crackers, I'd totally get these over those.
I prefer these over animal crackers, yeah.
Yeah, I love the filling that's in them. It's really fruity, and it tastes like strawberry. One of the complaints that we have with a lot of the American foods that we have is the strawberry flavoring doesn't really taste like strawberry. It just tastes really sweet.
That's
This
true.
tastes like strawberry.
Yeah, and it's not super sweet. The cream is kind of interesting because you're chewing on this cracker, and then it's almost like a piece of gum for a second.
Yeah.
But then it really falls apart, and it's like just nice cream. I keep wanting to cut one of these open, but then like they're all such cute koalas, I kind of feel bad. But then, you know, I'm eating it, so I want to show the audience. So here we go. Sorry, koala man.
Bye, Timmy.
Yeah, it looks like a piece of bubble gum in there, and that's what it kind of feels like too. It feels like a piece of bubble gum, but it's not. It just melts in your mouth after that.
Really, really like these.
These are a tasty snack.
I hope they start to make more of these and sell them here in the States. I think they've already kind of slowly started in like specific like Japanese stores in bigger cities, but I really like this. This is really good. And I think same thing with the potato chips. I think I'd buy these with another Yami order, or if I was in Japan, I'd look for these.
Yeah, the potato chips just made me like, oh, okay, these are good. These things kind of make me disappointed in American snacks because if you think of like a gas station snack or like next to the cash register snack, it's all like chocolate bars or like really like sugary, just like candy stuff. These things are really tasty, like crackers with this like nice filling in there.
Oh yeah.
I would much rather pick up a little pack of these things than most of the candies that are next to a cash register.
100%
But
agree.
they just don't make stuff like this. in
No, you're
America.
right.
I would love it if these things became more popular and they
Yeah.
were just,
Please,
you could just get them at the
please.
store.
Yeah, everybody watching this, order these right now so that way they become much more popular here in America because these are so good. I honestly don't feel like we've had one of the same one in a pack. Like they all have a slightly different design on it, which is awesome.
I didn't recognize any of the same either. And they're all like really unique and interesting. If there's one thing that Japan's good at, and there's definitely more than one, but if there's one thing Japan's good at, it's characterization.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They 100% nailed it with these things. They're
100%.
really
These are
fun,
so
cute
good.
little characters. And the candy is fantastic.
Fantastic.
And that's
yeah.
always great when something looks really cool and you really like the aesthetic of, of it
and
stuff.
it delivers flavor wise.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a real shame because it's like, man, everything about that is so cool, but it's just not good, and so I can't justify getting it. But something like this, everything about it is great, and so it's really fun. I would absolutely buy these things again. And this is starting to become an ongoing list of things that we would order from Yami buy again. And so if it keeps going like this, it might get to the point where we're like, yeah, we'll just buy these because there's enough things that like, why not? And
Yeah.
like,
No, like honestly, monthly Yami buy order doesn't sound bad right now.
no, because these things are really tasty. The potato chips were good.
Oh yeah.
It's starting to grow where it's like, yeah, I would just straight up buy these things.
Yeah,
because
same.
if they were in a store, absolutely, I would buy these
Yeah,
things.
100%. These are 100%. No, excuse me, 120% worth it ordering over the internet and just having them shipped to you. But if I could find these in a store, I would like just.
Yeah.
I would literally start singing in the aisle. These are so good.
I very much like this one, and I would 100% recommend this thing.
Same.
If you are looking at getting Japanese snacks from something like Yami Buy or whatever you want to use, I don't care. This I would definitely recommend putting on your
100%.
order. It's just a snack,
Yeah.
but it's so much better than an American snack equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather eat this than a bag of animal crackers.
Same.
I would say that these are comparable to an animal cracker,
Yeah.
but they're just better.
Yeah, I think it's because they're, they got the three-dimensional texture, and then also there's something inside of it instead of just something being on it.
Yeah. And then on top of the flavor being so much better than the animal cracker,
Yeah.
animal crackers, you got like 4 or 5 animals.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's just the design.
Yeah.
This thing,
It's just koalas.
it's koalas,
But
and they're all
they
like
all
got these
have
cute
a-
designs.
awesome designs.
And you pull it out, and you're like, "Yo, this one's got a camera."
Yeah.
And like, I wish these were in America.
Same. So last but not least, we've got the grilled fish potato chips.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer crossover with whatever company this is. I think it said something about like bourbon chips or something
Yeah.
like that. It was called.
Yeah,
but
something like that. It's the same company that did the potato soup.
Smells
They
really
smell-
sweet.
It smells sweet. Smells really good. I really like the smell of that.
I wonder if maybe this is supposed to be like a grilled fish with some sort of like sauce on it.
Yeah, must
because
be.
that's a really sweet smell.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this is. I do like fish. I don't eat it that often, but I do like it.
I very, very rarely ever eat fish. I don't really remember a time disliking fish, but I just never really eat it.
Yeah.
Like
no.
we said, we live in a cornfield, so it's...
All right, I think we just gotta try it. Wow.
It's an interesting flavor.
It's very interesting. It's very different. I can't really pinpoint whether or not I like it.
I'm almost getting like a pumpkin flavor. You getting that at all?
Not really, no. It's pretty sweet though. Like you put it on your tongue and just a wave of sweetness hits.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like fish.
No.
Not especially. It's a very interesting flavor. It's very unique.
I'm assuming this is more of a normal product over in Japan. If you were from Japan, you'd probably eat these and go, oh yeah, these are really good. As an American, because I'm not used to eating fish all the time, I can't say that I really like it. I don't think it's like the other two snacks where I say I'd buy it again, but I don't hate it. I don't think it's gross. It is a little unusual, but I don't mind.
It doesn't taste bad, but it's just, it's not a flavor that I can say I like.
Exactly.
And so I don't think I would really want to buy this again, but I don't mind eating it, and I don't think it's gross.
Yeah.
Honestly, if somebody told me that they really liked this, I would be like, I understand that.
Yeah. But also on the same hand, if someone ate this and was like, oh, that's disgusting, I wouldn't blame them.
I could see that, yeah. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty good. Yeah. And if this was, and like you said, maybe in Japan this is a much more common flavor.
Yeah.
And so maybe for them, it's just the flavor for us. It's not a bad flavor. It's just a unique flavor that we're not used to. And most flavors that you've never had before, you probably will be a little hesitant to them. And I'm sure if I ate this like every day for a long time,
eventually you'd be like, oh yeah, these are really good.
I feel like you'd either get used to it and be like, yeah, this is good, or you'd be like, all right, I'm done with this, and you wouldn't like it anymore. Yeah.
Don't think I'd buy them again, but I am genuinely happy that I got to try it because it is a little bit of a taste of the culture from Japan.
And it's a unique flavor.
Yeah, it's very unique. And honestly, the other two products were also very unique.
They were very unique, but we could tell what the flavors were.
Yeah, we could make similarities.
With both of those, I could have guessed the flavor. I probably wouldn't have guessed potato soup, but I probably would have guessed potato flavor, plain. But this, if you didn't
I wouldn't
tell me,
have been able to tell. No.
Yeah, there's no way I would have guessed anything with fish. It's not very often that you taste something that's wholly unique to anything you've ever had before, and you don't dislike it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to tack this onto a Yami by order again, and because it's not around, I'll probably never eat it again.
Yeah.
I guess if I ever went to Japan and I saw this, I wouldn't buy it, but if somebody put it in front of me, I would probably try some again just to be like, oh yeah, those things were interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't seek this out, and if you're looking at home to buy some Japanese snacks, on one hand, I would say don't really bother with it because it's not that great, but on the other hand, I'd say get it because it's a unique flavor and you might like it. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's not bad.
No, it really isn't bad.
And if you're already going out of your way to try unique Japanese foods,
you might as well try
you should probably do
the most unique one. Yeah.
Because really, in that sense, I would only not recommend ones that I'm like, okay, this is just actually gross, and you're not gonna like it.
Yeah. This one isn't actually gross. It doesn't gross me out. I mean, we've still been sitting here eating them.
I would eat this whole thing, but I just wouldn't buy another one. So if you're looking for Japanese flavor, maybe try this out. But if you're just looking for good snacks that are from Japan, I wouldn't say this one.
Yeah.
Bitch. Just kidding. That guy could kick my ass. He's a demon slayer. I bet you would have never guessed that the character from Demon Slayer was a demon slayer.
Really?
Yeah, he slays demons.
Wow. So I think overall, we had a really good lineup. Nothing that we hated. We were really excited to film this. I have to give a shout out to FedEx because they dropped the ball and completely lost our order at one point, and we were worried that the food was going to expire.
That was pretty rough.
But these were really good. I'm really glad we got to try them. Well worth the wait, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try the other Japanese food that we have coming up on the show. And I'm also really excited for, to try other Japanese foods from Yami Bai because I see myself doing that.
Yeah.
And again, this episode literally wouldn't have been possible without Yami Bai. So again, I'd like to just give another shout out, even though they didn't sponsor us. They still did a fantastic job at getting us our products.
We have no association with them, but I'm glad that they sent us these products because they were tasty.
We bought them and then they sent it to us.
I meant literally sent us the products. We paid them to do it, but they sent us the products, and I'm glad that they sent it to us, even with our money.
Exactly.
They could have taken our money.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
They didn't.
They gave us some
delivered.
tasty snacks, and I'm pretty happy with that. This one, really good. I definitely, if we ever do another video where we buy from Yummy Buy or somewhere
we're
in
ordering
Japan,
like 50 of these.
definitely getting these. Definitely getting these. Definitely not getting those.
Yeah.
'Cause
Which, yeah,
these aren't bad, but they're just not good enough that I want them again. So when I say definitely not buying these, I don't mean that in a way that like these things are awful, never eat them. I just mean that I had them once. That's plenty for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm really happy that we tried this. And
Same.
if you guys like this, let us know if you'd like to see us try more Japanese snacks or if you'd like to see us try Chinese or Korean or anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
We'd gladly make this a reoccurring little segment because these are pretty good.
Yeah,
and
really good.
We found some
really
stuff that we
enjoyed it,
enjoyed.
yeah.
And all the more excuse to buy more of these snacks, I would be happy because they're tasty.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. It truly does mean a lot to us. This is the first upload of our Japanese week. We've got 2 more coming up, which we're really excited for you guys to see it. So be sure to tune in, stick around. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at the Snack Rack YT.
Wow, you got it
that
right.
time.
And it's in the description, and I'll put something up like right here.
Here,
And
here.
obviously right now we're doing Japanese stuff, but if you have any suggestions for anything you want to see us try in the future or related to Japanese or foreign foods, let us know in the comments or tweet at us. We will gladly check it out. We always love to hear from you guys, and we hope you enjoyed it. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
In here.